All right, guys, we should be live. What's going on in the world today? What's
What's
up,
up?
Paul? What's going on, Mike?
How you doing? How you doing?
What's up,
What's up,
Adam?
Paul?
Hey, Mike.
How you doing, buddy? What's the
Good.
weather like in Chicago today?
Oh, it's really nice. You know, you like white grass and hats,
Everything's
So,
white.
just like Puerto Rico.
Yeah, right.
yeah, so I'm up here in Toronto, Canada, and it's freezing, and they told me it's actually a nice day today. We're running we're running a big event tomorrow. Here in Toronto, Canada, staying with a partner here. So, I'm pretty excited to kick this lunch and learn off tomorrow. But I wanted to hop on this live and welcome Paul to the team. Paul just launched with eXp with us, so welcome, a top agent out of Chicago. So
Thank you.
yeah, so
Welcome.
I'm sharing this out into a couple of our groups, but Paul, I'm sharing this link out, real quick, kind of, tell me a little bit about yourself and how long you've been in real estate, and we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I've been in real estate 29 years. At this point, yeah, old timer, right? So,
We still got it, Paul.
Yeah, thanks. I've been with Coldwell Banker. I've been with Remax. I've been with Berkshire. I've been with Sotheby's. And a lot of times it was the same ownership group, but just switching franchises. So I was kind of in the same company most of the time. But eXp is, just been a breath of fresh air. So.
All right. So 29 years, man. Like, I'm only 38.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I started when I was 24.
24?
No, I started when I was 24.
You got started in real estate when you're 24. Yeah, Mike wrote me into this when I was about 27. So
yeah, nice.
I wish I could have found eXp at 27 or 28.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, Paul, we saw one of your pictures. I think you were 24 when you got like a top agent in your office award or something. And man, you look young.
I think I was 27.
Whoa.
27. Yeah. 27. Yeah. So there's about 11 offices, about 400 agents. So, yeah, I worked hard in that third year, got ahead of the 25-year vet, and he wasn't happy, but those things happen. So,
so you primarily work as a luxury agent, I guess is the best way to put it. You focus on higher end properties. You work a lot back with sports teams and stuff like that. So tell us a little bit about your business that you built over the last 30 years.
Yeah, my business was built on a lot of prospecting initially.
Yeah.
And everything I was 24 years old. Nobody had any money that I knew. So
Yeah.
I did a lot of business on prospecting and networking. And then eventually, really progress where you do a ton of referral and repeat business.
Mm-hmm.
I work with all the major sports franchises in Chicago. I deal with a lot of professional athletes,
Right.
a lot of high net worth individuals. But I sell, I still sell a lot of homes that are, average price homes as well. So.
And what is the average price range there in that Chicago market?
Well, it's a wide range, but I tend to run, 600,000 and above, kind of in that range. Average about, 700 to 800.
Okay.
But I do my fair share of $2 to $5 million sales, mixed in there.
Right.
So kind of how it runs. Kind of built things up on the luxury side of things quite a bit over the last 10 years. So it's a big focus of mine, as well as, just keeping, the numbers good and regular, repeat referral business good.
Right. Okay. So I like that. So you guys started out prospecting similar to how I got started out, in real estate, $300 a week, hitting the phones, setting appointments for agents, and then developed out into an agent. So like how do you really align yourself with sports teams, or maybe drop a nugget for us, to maybe an agent that is still prospecting and just focused on average sales price. What tip would you give them to take their shot at higher end properties and begin alignment in the luxury market?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's just all relationship. It's not that exciting.
Right.
It's getting someone that has a connection or gives you a shot, and it takes a lot of work to get there sometimes, right? Just to get that shot, and then you got to make the most of it, improve yourself, and then just develop relationships one by one. Just like regular people, but the sports people, high net worth, are really the same way. It's just you got to get in the door first, and then you really got to prove yourself. So I've proved myself quite a bit. Gone to all great lengths to prove myself. So
okay, no, I like that. So more relationship based, and then nurturing that relationship, and then being able to actually execute on what they're trying to accomplish. And so, that leads into my next question. Have you built a team? Or are you taking care of all this business yourself? Or, help us understand like what your current operation looks like. Are you just a solo agent, or what are you looking to achieve?
Well, Mike's going to help me build things out. But right now I'm just a solo agent with some admin help. And, just real high quality, relationship based, and high quality service. So, but I'm going to build that out with Mike's help. In the past, I've had assistants, buyers agents, depending on what phase of my career I've been in, I've had different setups. Right. I've had ISAs, I've done different things, but right now it's just basically me and some admin help.
Okay. I like it.
And he's crushing it. Top 1% in Chicago, baby.
Yeah. I typically am top 1% in Chicago, and I outperform, a lot of people. So, but I'm just, I'm going to step things up with Mike's help and eXp. So.
Right. No, I love that. So you were, at Coldwell Banker, that's where you came from, right? And you also been at Sotheby's, and
right.
And I got to talk to you when I was in Puerto Rico when I was there.
I was with.
Yeah, go ahead. I think we had some lag.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just breaking up a little bit. But I think what you were going to say is before I got into eXp, right. I was doing my due diligence and talking to some people, and I have some financial people, that I'm friends with that research the tech market, follow tech stocks, advise companies on investments to make. And I had them look at eXp just purely from a stock in a company, financial health perspective.
Right.
And I was very curious what it looked like before I even considered the real estate, end of things.
Right.
And he really looked at things very thoroughly. I went through all kinds of graphs and information with him. I mean, he did me a favor by doing this. And he basically said, it's a young-ish growing company that he said one of the hugest things about it is it's profitable.
Right.
He said, they're making money. So, thumbs up, that's a good thing. And he said the stock valuation, the projection is, was much higher than when we were looking at it when it was like, I don't know, $10 a share or something. I think he said it was supposed to go $17 or $18 in the future. Mm-hmm. And compared to like a Realty or other companies that haven't even gone public, he just said it looked really solid. I mean, he said thumbs up, looks good. So that was a very comforting thing because, I'm not a financial guy.
Right.
And to get someone's advice like that was pretty great.
Right.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
go ahead.
No, I mean, I can remember, I actually was just talking about this right off the air. I remember when he was doing his due diligence when I was in Puerto Rico, when Mike first introduced me, to you probably like 6 months ago or something like that. So I was wondering what that information and how it was going to pan out. Cause you were like, this guy, he has no, horse in the race and he's going to tell me the truth. And this is what he specializes in. So I like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, like, were you happy? Were you looking to switch brokerages? Like, like help me understand like why eXp and why the timing of eXp. Obviously, with the track record and the history that you have in real estate, like
Yeah.
it's not like you were looking to make a change. Like, so what kind of really got you over the hump to get in alignment with Gerbic and our line to make that change?
Yeah, what happened was I was talking to Mike. We met, and I was talking to him, just doing like some initial coaching type stuff. And he was just looking at my setup, and he said, you really need to move to a different company, to get a better return, really, because the amount of money I was spending was significant, as far as the split goes.
Right.
So I said, okay. And then, I looked at Keller Williams, I looked at eXp, and there were some, clear advantages, I thought, to eXp. That's why I came over. And, a local, very reputable, privately owned local company I talked to, for quite a while, and it was fairly attractive. And then also I met with Compass, and I met with the CEO, and, looked at all that. And, from a long-term perspective, I just thought eXp had much, much, much greater, return for me, much, much greater potential.
Right. So it's not like you just made an emotional decision and just jumped ship. You actually was doing a ton of research and doing your due diligence and really going deep to find your next. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
not a real emotional guy.
What's that?
I say you're not a real emotional guy. Pretty steady.
Well,
yeah, kind of steady. So I got 5 kids and a wife, and I've been in the business 29 years. So I wasn't really looking to like, boom, just do something, Wanted to make sure it was the right thing,
Yeah. Nobody likes restarting, right? Like, or, the rebranding and all that stuff. So, people join for different reasons. I talk about this usually on lives. Some people join because they're saving money on the cap, or they're wanting to build equity, with the stock, or they're needing the tech package that we offer, the business solution tools, or somebody like myself, I'm here for expansion and the financial structure to be in alignment to help impact and change more agents' lives. So what was that one thing for you? And the whole package of eXp that was like this is it. Was it the low cap, or was it the stock? Help me understand, like, really what was that differentiating value proposition for you?
Right. The initial conversation with Mike was the low cap was kind of the first step, right, because I had the super high cap, where I was. Right. So
one that never ends.
The high cap. keep. So it was the low cap. That was initially our conversation, how it started. Yeah. And then he started explaining things to me. And once I, did my due diligence at the very end, I'm currently, over the last, few weeks, I've only been up and running for it's been 6 weeks now. So over the last few weeks, I've been talking to some of the top teams and individuals in the Chicago market, in the city and then in the suburbs both. And I've had a real good response because, I know a lot of people, over the years that I think might be a good fit, really benefit them. So ultimately, the revenue share and, being an icon agent and getting, money back in stock, I mean, we're just huge factors. I mean, where can you get that else? Yeah. Right. So
just imagine.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Just imagine if you could have that stock or your cap coming back to you, since you are an icon agent, compounding over these last 30 years. I mean, like, I tell the story at our actual lunch and learns. I'll tell it part of tomorrow at our event. There's a UPS driver that lives in my neighborhood, and he's a multi-millionaire, and I always thought he was a corporate guy, right? Like, and then I'm over at his house having some soda pops or whatever around the pool, and he's barbecuing and talking about throwing UPS boxes, and I was like, hold on. I said, how long were you a UPS truck driver? And he's like, my whole career. I was like, I thought you made millions and you were like a white collar, like a corporate UPS guy. He's like, no, like, and I said, how'd you become a millionaire driving a truck? And he said they had KPIs, key performance indicators, that he would be awarded shares of UPS stock as he was just doing his normal job, getting the box there on time, not breaking stuff, whatever. And then over 30 years, he was able to acquire a lot of stock that was awarded to him by just doing his job, similar to how eXp is structured. And then when he retired, he was able to cash out a couple $1 million of stock and reinvested it, and then ended up doing well for himself. But yeah, that's the type of potential as eXp continues to grow into this international single agent company. And it's pretty exciting to see, the 16,000 the people that started with me like 2 years ago. I was talking to somebody the other day, and that 16,000 is like worth like $35,000 today, and they can actually touch it next year. And they're like, "Do you think it could be worth 48 to 50 in a matter of 3 years?" And that's something crazy to me. So that's awesome. So
yeah, that's impressive. I just want to tell you too. Besides the low cap, the revenue share, Icon agent stock back. I mean, now that I'm involved more now than before, and I'm meeting people in the company, the people that are running things, local broker here, everything. I mean, the technology and the marketing and the things that are just offered are so efficient, and it's much different, because I've been with all the companies I said, and it's kind of like a patchwork, elsewhere. It doesn't really work as smoothly as eXp is working right now. So it's really we're kind of like the icing on the cake, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, it took us 9 years to build up to 90 people, and I thought we were really efficient in doing big things, and then boom, 90 agents in 90 days, and then this thing has just been off to the running. So, onboarding's definitely got better. eXp is continuously getting more efficient, but once you're in the ecosystem, it's pretty slick. What type of problems do you see, the agents, at least in that Chicago area, facing, whether it's single agents like yourself or some of these teams? How do you see eXp like solving some of these issues with their efficiencies that you just kind of touched on?
Yeah, well, I can see. I mean, teams and individuals both have a huge advantage when they come over, just because once I just logged in and get I shoot messages off or needs help with things, I get responses like so much faster than I would get at a traditional brokerage in the past. And then the marketing things that are available from the KV Core. One of the companies that was recruiting me said very enthusiastically, "Hey, we eXp uses the same platform that we use, and they love their platform. They think it's one of their advantages." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I mean, it's great, and I just get it for free now." And so a couple of competitors have almost complimented eXp and some of the things they've said, which I found, reassuring and very nice in the first few days I switched over, people telling me it's one of the fastest growing companies, in the country, which it is. And it was started by KW guys, and, they were just kind of like almost enthusiastic. So I think once people come over, I mean, seriously. So once people come over, and you log in and you need to do KV Core, the websites, the landing pages, all these things made simple, I mean, it's really great. And then because I'm just bringing on someone right now, an agent, and, the cost and the ease of training, I mean, the whole training system that's out now that they can tap into is phenomenal. I mean, it's so much more organized, right? You're getting emails saying, "Hey, we're going to have a training next Tuesday at 9 a.m. in conference room A. Oh, Joe got sick. Sorry, it's next Tuesday." It's not like that. It's just bam, stuff's getting done,
Yeah. Did Coldwell Banker have 50 hours a week of live training in their office?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, it's really easy. Like bringing this person on is just super simple. He's really excited because I showed him the training, and it's bam, bam, bam. Just ease. But the bigger teams and bigger individuals coming over are going to have the low cap. They're going to have the revenue share. They're going to have the icon status. But then once they get involved in the whole network, things are going to operate really easily for them, I think, compared to where they were. So,
okay.
My opinion.
So it really can impact their business from, being able to scale KV Core out, the training that you talked about. Mike kind of highlighted 50 hours of training in the cloud. It's not hinged on one or two people being able to deliver that. We have collaboration internationally where we're learning, thinking, and all creating together. I tell people this is really a mentorship where we can all triangulate and really collaborate across MLS lines and state lines. Like right before I hopped on this call, I was talking to one of our agents in Wichita. Dude's a baller, really, up and coming agent, but he's trying to compete in our luxury market in Kansas, right? And so I was telling him a little bit about you, but the power of our network, we can really solve any problem with the actual our upline or the geometric growth that we've had in the network. Somebody's a specialist somewhere already doing that, and then just making connections with people to help them solve problems, without big coaching bills, without spending $2,000-$3,000 a month on coaching. I know you probably coach with almost everybody in the industry like we have, and now we can all really come together and collaborate and share this information together. I really like to say this model is disguised, as the best coaching company tied into a brokerage, if you ask me. So how do you see eXp being able to really, elevate like agents in your network? Like I know you're bringing, agents on, and you're going to start, building this network. Where's the real value in terms of like the partnership? Like, why did you choose Mike? Mike introduced me to you. You probably could have, picked anywhere, but like, why this line? Why Mike Gerbic? Like, why, how'd you end up in business?
Well, Mike, I didn't know. I mean, honestly, I didn't know anything about eXp. So, Mike's the one who told me about it in the first place, and kind of brought me along slowly. And then I did my due diligence, and then I had someone in the hospital for 3 months, so I hit the pause button for 3 months, and came back. It gave me a lot of time to think about things, and I came back with some real traction, and just everything looked really good. So the real benefit is, I go to Mike, I go to you. I mean, we're all building this together, and we all have a lot to offer. I will say that while I was doing my due diligence, I just did a Google search. I typed in eXp luxury. I found an agent in Hawaii. I called him cold, talked to him. The guy's a great agent, and I have to look up his name. Even I don't remember, but it's been a while. I talked to him months ago. He was so helpful and gave me all kinds of reassurance about how much he's killing it with eXp in Hawaii in the luxury market. Right. And I thought, well, it's not going to be any issue at all, So, I'm looking forward to building it out, and the people I'm talking to, some of them are very luxury based. So, I'm looking forward to good things.
Yeah, I mean, that's social proof is absolutely it. I've actually talked to a few people that they didn't want to join because they were a luxury agent, right? And so being able to get people like you launched off and to find success and then show that social proof back, I think is a huge win for eXp as a whole. So eXp is definitely blessed to have you, your experience, and everything that you're bringing to the table. So, in your mind, like, why is this really the best model to sell homes, like the way that you're selling them? What, because this is about selling homes, right? This is what we do. So
say it again. It was glitching a little.
Yeah. Why, in your opinion, why is eXp the best brokerage to be transactional at, like to sell homes at, right? Because none of this goes office, right?
No, I think that just the feeling I get surrounding me, really, with you guys and beyond. I mean, I've been reached out to. I've talked to so many people, and it's very easy with the cloud-based, system and collaborating. It's been like lightning fast, and just really a good feeling. And like I said, the people I've called cold and talked to are just high quality people that are crushing it. So I think that's the start of it. And I just think the technology is so far past anything else I've seen in the collaboration and the marketing and the KV Core, all these things. I mean, it's just slick, efficient, quick, get the job done results, I mean, that's how I feel.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's pretty I mean, it's pretty crazy, man. Like I, took off for around Thanksgiving time until after my birthday, the fourth of the year. I took 6 weeks off, and we still added like 65 agents into the network in like the last 30 days or something. And so, like, just the systems, the technology, and then all the systems that we're running in our line to expand. I've really never seen anything like this before, and it makes it pretty exciting. Like, I was not thinking about real estate in Toronto. I'm sitting in Toronto, Canada. It's my third or fourth month coming up here every month. Like, next thing you know, like, I had 8 agents in this market, and they're like, "Hey, nobody knows about eXp here. It's not a big thing. Can you come educate?" And then we go from like 8 agents to 30 agents, and then we're trying to push 50, and now it's like pretty exciting. Their average sales price is $1.5 to $2 million, and so it's like I want to keep selling houses in Toronto, Canada. Like, we've been able to do this before without the technology and eXp's model, and so it's definitely taken me to new places and being able to partner with people like yourself. It's an honor being able to pull Gerbic out of retirement when he told me this was all just hype and all this stuff, and he even still tells me today, like, nobody knows what they don't know until you get in and experience how eXp works and the power of it, and all this stuff. But we're right around 25 minutes, Paul. Like, how can people, you're a luxury agent, you're highly respected, you're a superstar, you're a veteran, people got questions about eXp, or they want to see, really how eXp works back, with the luxury market, similar to how you had to reach out to someone to, pick their brain or whatever. Like, how can people get a hold of you if they got more questions about any of this stuff? What's the best way?
Yeah, they can get a hold of me. Email's easy, paul@paulgorney.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's GORNEY.
Right.
paul@paulgorney.com, or 773-914-0023. Be happy to help anybody out. I think, well, now I'm excited. And, I've been, like I said, I'm a grizzled vet. I know I don't look like it, right? But I'm a grizzled I'm a grizzled vet.
30, man.
So I've been with a lot of companies, including Remax, which I love because of the cap years ago. But this is a whole different ball game, and
right.
I think now, there's some good. I mean, locally, I've networked with some of the best agents around. That there's a few people here that are really great that are involved, and I'm happy to help anybody out. Just give me a call.
I think you're crazy for giving your cell phone number out over the internet, but okay.
Hasn't wrong yet.
It's the hotline. All right, so I like it. So you guys want to know a fun fact today that I learned up here?
Yeah,
it's a holiday here in Toronto, and it's called Family Day. So
nice.
Really, that's cool.
I thought Jared was messing with me. He's like, it's a holiday, it's Family Day, and then we go to breakfast, and it's just slammed in there. It's packed, and everybody's with their family, and they're out hanging out. It's like, I was like, where is the origin? Where did it start from? Like, was there an event to get a national holiday called Family Day? And he's like, we just appreciate family and all that stuff, so we have a family holiday. So it's a
fun fact.
Yeah,
nice.
There's something new up here. But anyways, Paul, anything else that maybe we left out here? I mean, we're right at 25 minutes or so. I don't want to.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, really, just to sum things up. Again, I've been around, a lot of different companies. There's really, I mean, there's nothing out there that exists that's like eXp as far as, the ease of use, getting started, the technology, the marketing, the ease of use, dealing with corporate people, collaborating. I mean, it's amazing. But then you put on top of that the, low cap, how you get stock back with icon agent status, and then the revenue share potential. It's pretty crazy. There's nothing like it. So like I talked about, like Compass will kind of load you up initially with, some dollars for marketing and maybe a fee to come over and stuff like that. But long term, for me, I didn't really see, how that was really going to be anywhere close to eXp. In the collaboration, the growth, what is it, 26,000 agents now?
Right.
28. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Compass, I think, is around 10, 11, something like that. I mean, I'm no expert on this, but that's what I know. And Coldwell Banker's what, 54,000, something like that. So I mean, we're headed that direction, and the efficiency and the scalability and the benefits of the agents are just huge, you know. So I think everyone's got to come over. Anybody that is serious about hitting it hard has got to come over.
Guys, that's coming from a 29, 30-year vet, luxury agent out in Chicago, top 1% earner, coming out of the Chicago area. Done a lot of due diligence, did a lot of research, talked to a lot of different companies. So that's coming straight from his mouth. So if you got questions or you want to dig deeper on the financials of this company, he'll be more than happy to show you what he revealed, through his researches and stuff like that. Paul, it's an honor to be able to get veterans like you in our network and to be able to get in financial alignment with you and to work with you. So I just want to say I appreciate you choosing eXp and being able to believe in Gerbic. That dude's definitely changed my life and helped me do a lot of stuff in a matter of 10 years. I'm just in my 10th year of real estate, even though I have a resume of like a 30-year veteran, all because of the rooms and the tables and the people he definitely got me around. So I'm looking forward to being able to work with all of you guys again. So
yeah, sounds great. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Feels good.
All right, man. You got any words of wisdom for us?
Are you talking to me,
Mike, or me?
Mike, you got any parting words here?
Well, I had some words along the way, but you were in flow. Now, I think the financial alignment that is created in this model is incredible. I mean, where else in the world can you get in financial alignment with people who are committed to your success? I think this is the best thing on the planet for real estate agents. So we're happy to have you, Paul.
I think so. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, look forward to hitting it hard. So thanks, guys.
All right, guys. You guys have a good afternoon. Just do it.
All right.
Later.
All right, do it. See you guys. Bye.